There's smoke on a hill deep in the woods coming from a rundown cabin.
It's me, Simba TV. Bang! What is good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Simba come back here again with another video for you guys today. Depending on when and how you found my channel, you might remember this video.
Our brothers and sisters of the hip hop community may beg to differ. And let me say it again because it fucked me up the first time I heard it. Hip hop. They rap, right? So they're part of our community, right? They're our brothers and sisters in the hip hop nation, right? Or not? Does hip hop even have the right to exist?
If you guys don't remember that video, this video was made 2 years ago, and you can see my full reaction to it. Links are down in the description box. This is something that I wanted to revisit and to retouch on. I'm a believer that time will tell all. And on this topic, I believe it does once again. Now, in the original video, DX said that his main issues with the hip hop community was that they flew the rebel flag proudly given its past. Now, let's touch on that just a little bit. Just because someone flies a flag doesn't mean that they're a racist or a bigot or anything of that means. And I'll be the first to admit that the flag kind of took me back a little bit. When I first saw it in videos and I first heard it being rapped about in the hip hop community, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of skeptical. I was afraid, I was angry, I was upset. I was upset because of the reinsurgence of it and not knowing the real meaning behind it. Once I really started listening and really started to get to know artists from the hip hop community, I seen that there was no racial hate behind the flag. And they simply was just repping where they came from so proudly. I started to realize there was no racially driven hate there. They were flying the flag because they were very proud where they came from. As I started listening and really hearing the lyrics and getting to know the artists, I started to see that they loved who they loved. You know, whether you were gay, straight, black, white, Mexican, mixed, whatever creed, ethnicity, sexuality, they loved you as long as you was a good person. And it felt so welcoming to know that after a while. But on the outside looking in, at first, it was not all peaches and cream. In that original video that DX did, he brought up a few couple of artists, and I want to jump back in to see what impact that those artists have over the last 2 years for the hip hop community. One of the artists that he brought up is someone that we all know, Mr. Ryan Upchurch. Mr. Ryan Upchurch in the last 2 years has achieved more than anybody else in the hip hop community. 2 months after DX originally dropped his video, Ryan Upchurch released his 5th solo album, King of Dixie. And King of Dixie went number 5 on the country charts and number 25 on the rap charts, and hitting number 1 on iTunes for over 3 days. He was the number 1 selling album on iTunes for 3 days, which started a streak of number 1 albums, which we'll get into a little bit later. After King of Dixie, Ryan Upchurch went on to drop 6 more albums and a few singles that would hit number 1 by itself. Ryan Upchurch released Summer Love and it went number 1 on iTunes. It started trending on YouTube at number 2, and it made a gross of $400,000 off of that one song alone. Ryan Upchurch went to accumulate a net worth of $4.3 million and also went on to buy a $3 million house. Record labels call Ryan Upchurch on the daily basis, wanting to sign him. He has gotten recognition from some of the biggest people in country, rap, and rock, from the likes of Kid Rock, all the way down to Tech 9. In the last 2 years of that video, Ryan Upchurch has accomplished a number of things. He has been on the news for his wild concerts. He has been interviewed by Rolling Stone. Ryan Upchurch's impact on the hip hop community, on rap in general, is unparalleled. There will never be another Ryan Upchurch. There will never be an artist that has rose to the occasion as he has. Your question is, does hip hop has a right to exist? Just like any other subdivision, just like any other sub-genre, It will have its bad apples. It will have its good apples. But the numbers do not lie. The people do not lie. The eyes on this lane of music does not lie. There's people like DJ Clue that knows who Upchurch is. Tech 9. Rolling Stone. Kid Rock. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Another artist that DX had brought up in his original video was an artist by the name of Jelly Roll. In the last 2 years, Jelly Roll has become a household name, finding success in anything and everything that he has put his mind to. In the last 2 years, Jelly Roll has been on tour, has features with Tech 9, got married, so congratulations on that, Jelly Roll, and was on Netflix. Netflix. If this doesn't show you where the hip hop community is, then nothing will. The eyes are on this lane of music, and it's a beautiful thing to be a part of. I don't have to answer the question. The people are already answering that question for me. Hip hop doesn't only have a right to exist, it's thriving in the hip hop community. These artists created something from nothing. These artists are rags to riches. And these artists are mainstream players now. From #1 artists to networks of millions of dollars to top level features and cosigns. Record labels calling. People trying to sign them to their label just because they bring a certain aura to their label. Hip hop is here to stay, and hip hop is just hip hop. These are artists. They are free to go into whatever lane of music they want to. They are free to do and to express themselves whatever way they want to. And no one can tell them anything because they are thriving. Well, that's it, you guys. Retouching 2 years after. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time on a new video. I love you guys. Peace.
There's smoke on a hill deep in